ever stood between who you are and who you're becoming? Between the words written for you and the ones you write yourself? Congratulations. You're already in the right place. Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah Henderson, and this is Up Next, where creativity meets courage. And today we're exploring the space between script and song. So we often talk about interdiscipline as collaboration. Composer meets director, writer meets choreographer, music meets theater. But sometimes the interdiscipline is a person, a theater actor who is also a singer-songwriter, someone who knows what it means to speak someone else's words, and then go home and write her own. And those are not the same acts. In theater, you are handed a script, a character arc, a beginning, middle, and end. Your job is to honor it, to excavate it, to surrender to it. You ask, what does this character want? What are they afraid of? What is unsaid? But when you are a singer-songwriter, you are the playwright. You are the monologue. You are the confession. There is no character to hide behind. There is only voice. And voice is dangerous because a voice carries truth. A theater actor learns control, breath support, projection, precision, listening. A songwriter learns exposure, vulnerability, editing emotion into metaphor, letting silence land without rescue. Now imagine those two practices living in the same body. When an actor who understands stakes writes a song, that song has arc. When a songwriter who understands rhythm steps into a role, that performance has pulse. We sometimes assume that music and theater only collide in musicals, but that's the most obvious version. The deeper intersection happens internally in breath. Breath is the first instrument. Breath is there before dialogue. There is inhale before a note. There is pause. Actors know how to ride breath to build tension. Singer-songwriters know how to suspend breath to build ache. The difference? Ownership. When you perform a role, you are responsible to the story. When you perform your own song, you are responsible to yourself. Which is harder? To reveal through fiction or to reveal without it? There's a unique tension in artists who move between those spaces because theater gives you structure. Songwriting gives you agency. Theater asks, can you become someone else truthfully? Songwriting asks, can you be yourself honestly? And the truth is, neither is easier. They require different kinds of courage. In rehearsal rooms, actors talk about motivation. In songwriting sessions, artists talk about authenticity. But both are chasing the same thing: emotional truth. The difference is the container. A role has parameters. A song has permission. And when someone carries both disciplines, something fascinating happens. They start listening differently. An actor who writes songs may hear subtext in a script faster. A songwriter who acts may understand pacing in a set list instinctively. Because a set list is dramaturgy. It has opening energy, rising tension, moments of release, a finale. Sound familiar? It's structure disguised as music, and a character arc, it has rhythm. It has repetition, motifs, callbacks, crescendos. Sound familiar? It's composition disguised as dialogue. So maybe the question isn't, are music and theater separate? Maybe the question is, why did we ever divide them? When someone sings their own songs on stage, is that not theater? When an actor delivers a monologue with musical cadence, is that not song? The most powerful performers blur the line, not by accident, but by embodiment. They don't switch disciplines, they carry them, and that requires a deep internal negotiation. When do I lean into craft? When do I lean into instinct? When do I protect myself? When do I let the audience see? Because here's the secret. Singing your own song can feel more exposing than playing Hamlet, but at least Hamlet is fictional. Your lyrics aren't. And yet, theater can feel more terrifying because in theater, you are held by an ensemble. In songwriting, you can stand alone. Two different kinds of vulnerability, two different kinds of stamina. And today we're sitting with an artist who inhabits both, who knows what it means to step into character and to step into self, who knows how breath becomes text, how melody becomes memory, how performance becomes confession. This is not an episode about musicals. This is an episode about a voice, about identity, about what happens when storytelling moves between script and song, and what that does to an artist. So today, I'm joined by someone who understands that intersection deeply. She is a theater actor whose performances are grounded, intentional, and emotionally precise. She's also a singer-songwriter, crafting her own narratives through melody and lyric, inviting audiences into spaces that feel personal and unguarded. She moves between character and confession with grace. So please welcome Liana San Diego. Hi, Liana.
Beautiful. I couldn't have articulated that better myself.
Well, I
Wow.
am sure you have a lot to share with us. At times, I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, thank you, Miss Sarah. I missed you. It's been a
Oh,
while.
I missed you too. And I'm so glad you have this time because Liana, he is a really busy person. But you have a lot to share.
Oh,
and
yes,
the world
yes.
needs to listen to you. So I think one of the things I have these stories that I like sharing and one of them is that you started with Tutankan's
Yes.
theater
Yes, I
company or
did.
Tutankan's Philippines as a little
I
girl.
know.
Oh my God. And now you're not so little anymore.
No. Someone told me, we were talking with Regina,
Regina Binueza,
Yes,
another
theater peer, if
theater
you're-
actor. Yes.
Yes. And then I told her, oh yeah, like I think I've been in theater since I was like 15, 16. Yeah, 15. And then she was like, "Oh, so it's been 10 years." What do you mean it's been 10 years? No. No, it hasn't. And then
And then it has.
It has been 10 years. It's
Yes.
amazing.
The thing is, you're not just a theater actor because you come from a family that is very known in Cebu.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to culture, arts, and dance.
Yes.
So if you were paying attention, our dear listeners, our guest today is San Diego, not the place, the name. So the San Diegos here are known for dance. And you also have your Yap San Diego Ancestral House. Is that in Colon? Right?
Yes.
So you actually grew up, I'm sure you grew up just witnessing these things like they're a daily part of life.
Yes.
Can you share with us how your childhood was like?
Yeah, maybe like I thought everyone had an ancestral home in Parian. No, but
We don't. I don't.
Yeah, but think I owe it all to our matriarchs because a little history with Parian, our house in Parian, that belonged to Miss Maria Yap, the eldest daughter of a Chinese merchant, and Don Mariano San Diego was the cabeza de barangay or barangay
What is-
captain basically.
Yes, I was just
Yes.
gonna say, what's the equivalent now?
Barangay captain basically, and he married Miss Maria Yap, and now it's the Yap San Diego Ancestral House. And the dancing part, I owe that to my grandmother. So she's a educator as well. She was a PA teacher, head of San Carlos, I think.
Yes.
she was. She was head of San Carlos, and she was also a dance teacher.
Let's mention her name.
Oh, Miss Luz. Luz
Madame
Mancao,
Luz.
Madame Luz Mancao San Diego.
It's nice
Yes.
that you've mentioned the Mancao part.
Yes.
Because in fact, I remember being at Perpetual Sucker Hospital, and there's a doctor there, Dr. Mancao.
Yes.
And I think at that time, my father was in the hospital, and he was the doctor. And I'm sure it was during the Sinulog because he made a comment of, "Oh, they are the dancers of the family, and we are the singers of the Mancaos." Yes.
Yeah. So our family is split into two, actually, doctors and dancers. But yeah, that's my grandmother's brother's side. You know, the doctors.
But then I would like to disagree because your sister or your sisters are nurses.
Yes, they are.
So they follow the medical path, and yet when they were here in Cebu, they were also very active
Yes.
in theater and dance.
They're also dancers. Every year they would dance Sinulog, or else we'd get it from our grandmother.
Yes.
I mean, ever since we were in diapers, kay, we always had to
You already
attend.
had a role.
Yeah, we always had to have dance lessons, and we had
Mm-hmm.
to attend them every summer. And when my sisters got older, they started teaching those dance
Mm-hmm.
lessons, and also at the same time, like dancing for the dance company and for Sinulog, and yeah.
So dancing has become your family's love language.
yes, it has.
And-
Every party is a function. If one has been to a San Diego party,
I mean, I'm sure that many of us have gone to the Yap San Diego ancestral home, which, by the way, was constructed in which year? This is like centuries old. All right.
1600s, I hope. 1600s, yes.
know.
I
Okay.
remember it was constructed 60 years after Colon was established.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah.
all I know. But it's around 400 years old now, so around 4 generations.
And your family has done a great job, keeping that for Cebu. And we are grateful to your family for allowing us to experience and visit your ancestral home. And I'm sure that I've heard that aside from that, there are also houses in Karkar and all that.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, for Parian, it's all thanks to Arte Toval. Shout out
Val
Tito
San
Val.
Diego,
So
yes.
he's not just an artist in dance and in fashion and everything. He also is an archivist. So a lot of the family's history is in him, and he's done so well in protecting our
That's history
Yeah,
and
it's
culture
history,
and
yes.
traditions and all.
Yes, so he also loves collecting antiques and just history overall. So he's our family archivist, and he's done a great job in preserving that. And I know so much of my family and so much of my background because of him. So we owe it all to him.
So thank you, Tito Val
Yeah.
San Diego and Tita Boging.
Yes, Tita
of
Boging
course,
also, of
his
course.
wife.
Yeah.
So I think for me, right now we're talking about theater and music, and I think there's a group of people who know you more as a singer-songwriter, and then there's us who met you more as a theater artist.
Yeah.
But then you grew up in this dance, I would say, dance family, because that's how your family is known, at least
Yes.
now. Was there ever a Was there ever pressure? Was there ever the need to be part of that expectation that you are a San Diego, you are a dancer?
I've never felt that pressure because gahi medyo guglawas. So they're like, you can sit this one out. Gahi medyo guglawas. I mean, can't help it. Kanang if I'm decent in theater because I can follow instruction and everything. But with the standards and the skill gap that I have with my family members, they're like, it's okay. You can sit this one out. You don't have to. It's like, oh, okay, that's fine. So yes, there's never been any pressure or anything, but of course we were always required to learn. So I'm okay. I can say that I am coordinated.
But the thing is,
for
it's not
musical
just
theater.
dance, right? I mean, I am sure that we've appreciated you according to your standards. You're not that great, but we've seen you dance, and we're quite happy. And maybe with the theatrical requirements, it's
Yeah.
worked well, and that's why it's always about finding the right material, finding the right piece. And your co-actor, managing director of Two Tin Cans Philippines, Charlene Virlove, is saying hi to you, baby girl.
Hi, Tishar.
You see, she's still baby girl to us. Yeah, it's amazing how you've grown. Not just as a theater person, but as a young woman, as a young lady.
Lady.
Yeah, you've done so well. And now, from was there ever like a clear moment for you when you have realized that you'd like to pursue theater, or you'd like to focus on singing and songwriting?
Okay, it's actually quite interesting because I just happened to stumble into theater because, of course,
Was that when your ate forced you? No.
No.
Hi, Paula
She did not
Santiago.
force me. I willingly attended a theater workshop. But before that, I was in high school, and for first to second year of high school, I was in the dance troupe because,
Yes.
logically, I'm a San Diego. I have to be in the dance troupe. My sisters have all been in the dance troupe, like back in school. We've all been to the same school. The dance teachers all know me because of my sisters. So I guess maybe that's where kind of like the pressure, the internal
Yes.
pressure came from. But one year, the directress cut the dance troupe off because
okay.
guess it was a new directress and they were leaning more into from hip hop and those modern dances to more folk. So they were leaning into that direction, which I think was also good. But as a teenager, you're like,
That didn't interest
no,
you.
that didn't interest me at all. But looking back at that as an adult, I would have joined the folk dance instead. But I didn't want that as a 14-year-old. So I went to the second best option that was in performing arts was theater, Entabladong Pinoy
Oh.
in school. So I had to pick a club. The dance troupe was eradicated. So I was like, oh, what's the next best thing where I can still move around and perform? So I joined and auditioned for the drama club in high school. And the first session that ever happened, it just opened a whole new world for me. Like, oh, so this is what it's like to actually feel like you belong. Because
Oh, wow.
yeah, because during the previous years of myself in the dance troupe, it just didn't feel right. But I still felt like, where else would I be if not there? So, let's just be there. And then,
More of a logical rather
Yeah.
than an emotional,
Yeah.
passionate discovery. Yeah.
yeah, and so when I joined the drama club, it was like, oh, so this is what it's like, to have fun and to love doing it, and just it was. I can't describe it. It was just.
I was just gonna ask,
amazing.
like, what was it like? So when you said you felt like you belong.
Yeah, and it was just. I just felt very comfortable,
Yeah.
you know, like very comfortable, very calm and excited at the same time. And, you know, I just found myself looking forward every Wednesday or Thursday, like third Thursday of the month, to just go to the drama club, you know, at school. And I made a lot of amazing friends there too. And I guess the community was also very supportive and with like-minded kids who are also as unhinged as me, which was very fun. And yeah, I guess that's how I knew I was going to be there. And then my sister, who's also in theater, one summer after that, she told me to because she already knew I was kind of into theater.
Yes.
So she's like, oh, here's a date and place, turn up. It's like,
Turn up.
and then there's this workshop Miss Sarah has, and it's for kids, and you should
We
go.
don't know each other at that time yet.
Oh, not yet,
Yes.
not yet.
Uh-huh.
And then I didn't know anything. Like, my sister just gave me an address and told me to go, so I went. And yeah,
Like
that's
a very obedient little sister.
yeah. So I went, and that's where we met, and you know the rest is very
That's
long
insane.
history.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, from what I remember,
Mm-hmm.
is that before even that summer, you were part of a there was this nationwide competition.
yeah.
Yes, and that I think that is important because tell us about that.
Well, it's been years, so people may not know I was actually a Disney princess.
Yes.
Yeah, I was a Disney princess 10 years ago. I was 16. Oh, no, 9 years ago. I was 16. It's 15. No, I was 15. Uy, 10 years ago. Wow.
So
Time.
you've been
Oh my
doing
God.
theater longer.
Yeah.
It's more than 10 years.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
more than
Yes.
10 years.
Yeah.
Wow. How long have you been doing theater?
Oh my God. I stopped counting.
Okay, that's
Not because it makes me feel old. I start counting through my students and people I've worked with, like
Aw,
you know,
yeah.
like you, or even my own daughter, Shifra, and and that's how I count. It's like I have those memories I put in my pocket. I take them once in a while and I look at them and you say, wow, that's great.
Oh, I
You
should do
know?
that.
Yes,
Do that now.
see it like that, and it's like
Yeah.
these moments actually. It's these are moments that you can look back to, but at the same time, it brought you to where you are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so-
you were a Disney princess,
So,
and
there-
you represented. Was that representing the Philippines?
we were all Filipino. It was it was like
Just nationwide.
yeah,
not
just a
international.
nationwide
Okay.
thing. So,
You represented Cebu then.
yeah,
that
a
correct?
couple of us actually.
Ah, okay.
Ang little sister ni Justine Narvios
Oh, one
was
of
a
our
Disney
hosts
Disney
here at
princess
CMC.
too. I was with Jaden.
Okay.
Yeah. So Jaden's so big now.
Oh.
But yeah, one day I just went with a friend because she was like, "Oh, there's this Disney princess audition thing, and it's just in Ayala." So I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure, let's go." And then I asked my mom. I was like, "Ma, can I audition? Like the grand prize was like to a trip to Japan, and then like we could go to Japan together and everything." And then my mom didn't take me seriously. She was just like, "Yeah, sure, like go ahead, whatever." And then yeah, I auditioned. It was the first time I've ever experienced like that BBB type audition where you go through so many screenings, so many rooms until eventually
Wow.
you end up in a room with a panel. And I said I wanted to be a theater actor, and then I absolutely bombed that one song. But then they said, okay, but what else would you like to be?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I mean, I would really love to become a vet. My dad was a vet, and he recently passed away. And you know what? It would be awesome to like carry on that legacy. And my sister, I think, also at the time was studying to become a vet, and I really love the adventure of being a vet. You know, different animals and everything. I'm totally game. Bring me to a sanctuary. Bring me to the woods. Fine animals, they're awesome. Like, I'm so fascinated with them. So that's what I told them. And then my mom gets a call. My mom gets a call back. And like, hi, we'd like to interview Liana again for another interview and stuff like that. So we went to Mactan, I think, to a hotel, and then like these lights and everything. I think they were screen testing me. I didn't know what was happening back then, but yeah, they talked to me again, the producer, and then I got another call, and then there were papers
Wow.
being signed by my mom. I was like, oh, okay, so we're going to Manila, and I was chosen. Like, one of 6 lucky girls were chosen, and and it was just fun. Basically, it's a Pinoy Big Brother for little girls. And I think it was so fun. Like, I had the best time there with like Jaden. And
Was it like a reality show?
it was. And they made
But then you had fun, so I guess
Yeah.
that means they've really produced it well.
Yes,
Because you know
they
how
did.
reality shows are. You'll get all these
Yeah.
fans, and you then lose your privacy. But I tell you, you have a super fan here. His name is Kuya Magic. Hi,
Oh,
Liana.
hi, Kuya Magic. What's up?
Yes, has been like, is this your, earlier today, he was like
Yeah.
sending me a message of like asking if you're the Liana who's guesting today. So he's also
Yeah. Hi,
excited.
Kuya. It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I hope you see each other soon.
yeah, soon.
So let's go back to that moment
Uh-huh.
when this is now the serious part of it,
Mm-hmm.
because your mom's signing contracts and all that, but you're having fun. What were the activities?
Oh, okay. Let me remember. Okay, so we went rock climbing. Oh, we did. Each episode had one princess, and
Oh.
that and each theme relates to what we aspire to be. So for my episode, me
You're
and-
like a Snow White
I
talking to the animals.
yeah. For I think I was Jasmine. Yeah.
You're Jasmine.
Yeah, and then
Oh, you have the looks, girl. Yes.
Oh, cast me. Another one. Anyways, yeah, so for my episode, me and the girls went to Paws. It was a shelter for animals.
Oh,
Yeah, so-
they really considered, like,
Yeah, they did. It
that's
was
great.
so thoughtfully planned out. And we did so Haya and I we we groomed a dog, and then I think the other girls had to like clean the cages and do all
Oh,
those
okay.
other stuff,
Yes.
maintenance and feeding like the animals and stuff in the yeah. So for my individual challenge, because the episodes are divided into 2, so we've got the group challenges, and then we also have one that's personally for ourselves. And for me, I got the privilege and honor to be with Dr. Nielsen Donato, a wildlife veterinarian from Born to Be Wild. Awesome. He was great. He was so nice to me.
Did you realize who he was back then? I mean,
yes.
as a little girl, you
Yeah.
already knew.
I mean, I did a little bit. I was familiar, but the surprise guest I was not familiar with. It was Mark Nelson. And I thought he was just some regular guy,
Yeah.
handsome, really tall, really nice teeth. And I thought, wow.
No, I
That's-
bet there are more people who are more familiar with him than Dr. Donato.
Yeah, exactly. So Mark Nelson walks in because he needed his turtle to he needed his turtle cared for, and then I was like, that guy has really nice teeth. That's my only impression. You have really nice teeth, Mark Nelson. But yeah, he came to the show, and then he had this turtle, and we cared for a snake and like did some stuff. It was really cool and a really great experience, I still keep tabs on Dr. Nielsen Donato until now. Like, I still enjoy his videos. I still enjoy like him documenting his patients and everything. Yeah, so a part of me still really loves veterinary medicine. I just don't know if I have the brain cells for it now.
Maybe you can share with us. Did you end up being a veterinarian?
Yeah, so 10 years later, I am not a veterinarian.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. But I'm have a
So who
bachelor's
is Liana now?
now.
Yes.
I just graduated. I have a bachelor's degree in fine arts, major in advertising.
Still fine arts.
Yes, advertising. So, plot twist, when I went there and filmed the show, I was more enamored with the cameras and the production and everything. I was like, whoa, this is kind of cool. I didn't know this was an option, guys. This is pretty cool. Because I was there to be a vet, and then I see the gaffers and the sound engineers and the producers and the PAs and everyone and the hustle and bustle. And you know what? I like this a little more. But I was like, we're here to be a vet. But the, video production, like producing shows and everything, I saw the whole process. It was pretty cool. And I love that. And I think advertising was the closest way to that and the closest way I can experience the same rush of when I was in the show. And I think I don't give it enough credit for leading me to where I am today, but I think that's ultimately what led me to pursue a degree in media. So, yeah.
Yeah, that experience. I mean, you're only one of 6
Yeah.
girls who experienced that. And yeah, I do agree. There are things that we don't really realize or recognize when it happens, like that moment when you were looking at what was happening with the production. And they do influence a big part of our lives. We think that, it was just that moment, but that moment can be really great. Now, you've mentioned you have just graduated,
Yes,
right?
I have.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
But so you've been doing theater a lot. You've been singing, songwriting as well, and you've released an album.
Not yet. I will be.
You will be releasing your album. So all these are happening all at the same time. And in fact, you have been nominated twice by
Yes.
Broadway World Philippines
Such an honor.
Awards for, am I right? The first one was this for Best Supporting?
I think it was lead.
Best Performance.
performance in a play.
In a play.
Yes.
And then the second one as well.
Supporting is the
Supporting
second one.
is the
Yeah.
second one.
Uh-huh.
And they're only 2 years apart,
I
right?
know it's
2023 and
crazy.
2025. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
I after the first time, I thought I was never gonna
these-
experience that again.
So, so you're doing theater at the same time
Uh-huh.
you're doing singing, songwriting.
Yeah.
Maybe the big question is, how are you able to make things work? To be able to do these two things, theater and music? And how are they complementing or conflicting?
Well, I think for me, I think they coexist. One cannot exist without the other. It's just the way I'm programmed. I mean, growing up, I was in a lot of things. Like, I was always having gigs and like sidelines growing up, and
Is that the San Diego programming?
I think so. I think that's the way I'm programmed. Like, my family is very much overachievers. So while I was in school, I was doing theater till 10 p.m. and then I had softball, and then I was also writing
And
songs.
you're still and
And
you
I was
did
still
sports. Yes.
I did sports, and then I was going to school. So that was a lot, but my mom was always supportive. She took me everywhere.
Yes, Tita
Yeah, I love
Martha's
you,
San Diego.
Yeah.
Hi, she's now in the U.S.
Yeah, she's now
right?
in the U.S. with my my new dad. Hi, Dad. Hi, Ma.
Hello.
I didn't tell her I was gonna be here today.
Well, she'll find out.
she'll
and
find
I'm
out.
sure she'll be listening this entire
Yeah,
conversation. And so to Martha, your daughter here, the not so little Liana, is doing really well. And I think you can share more about, one, there's the challenge of time management. And that's not what we're here for. I think I'm more after,
Yeah.
the emotional,
The emotional part. Yes, yes.
of having to manage these emotions when you're doing theater and when you're doing your songwriting.
Okay, so as I guess, dang. Let me.
Take your time.
No, it's okay. For me, I think they've always coexisted. I mean, one was never without the other. And for me, I think being an actor has always helped me in my songwriting. Because when I'm a songwriter, I also feel, process, and I deconstruct emotions and information like an actor when I write songs. And I guess that's why, like, when I'm writing songs, I'm such a storyteller. I love to tell stories, and that's me as an that's just from becoming an actor. Like, yeah. And then for on the other side, like as an actor, I think channeling my emotions and vulnerability comes from by being a songwriter. I don't know, Venn diagram, but I think creatively, like, it's always been two things at the same time, never like one without the other. So, yeah.
I guess you don't really think about these
I
things.
never
When
thought
you-
about these things,
Yes.
which is nice. I get to articulate it now.
You just
Yeah.
sit down, and I guess when you're doing, like, for example, you're preparing for a role,
Yeah.
you focus on the script, and you are a theater artist, a theater actor. While when you're trying to, express yourself through songwriting, you need to get those words to come to you, let the emotions come to you. So maybe you can let us into your process of how you prepare for a role.
Okay. So, when I prepare for a role, I think like a writer. When I when I read the script, I think about like this is someone's baby. What is this writer trying to tell me, and how does this writer want this done? And I understand that in some cases, in some roles, you would have to like give a piece of yourself to make this role totally unique, because there will be other people playing the same role as you, but what can set you apart without having to stray from the source material and like still at its core stay the character the writer intended. So that's what I keep in mind. That's how I lay a foundation first as an actor. Like, what are the non-negotiables? Who do I have to be before I put my own spin to it?
So,
that-
I watched you in Steel Magnolias, and that was, am I right? Was that you played Anel, very interesting character, because in every act you have transformed into a totally
Yes.
new personality.
I know.
And I think, like, for roles like that, very challenging, very interesting. It's like, as a very young actor, what have you learned, I guess, rather than what did you have to do? What have you learned from Anel?
Oh yeah. So for the people who don't really know, Anel, Anel's me. She's been through so many things, and she's trying to find her way through life. So I think what I've learned really is that you are never really the same person your entire life. You're always going to constantly change, and your thoughts are going to change, your opinions are going to change, your feelings are going to change, and the way you see life is going to change. And um, ultimately, that's okay, and that's fine, and you're still you, you know? And life is just a series of changes that you need to like go through, and that's fine. And as someone who doesn't like change and embracing change, I had to suck it up and like accept that. And I think that's really what Anel has taught me, and ever since then I've just kept that. Yeah.
So you're coming from having to embrace this person, you know, this character. And it's that character's emotions that you have to project to when you perform. Now, if we transfer to your singing, songwriting especially aspect, it is you embracing your own emotions and your experiences and all that, you know, and how you're going to turn them into a storytelling through music without really saying that it's you, but then it's you.
Yeah.
So maybe the process there is, how do you maintain your being truthful to your own experiences, but at the same time protecting your own story and protecting your privacy? How does that happen in your songwriting?
Literary devices.
Okay, tell us about it.
Technically, yeah, there are so many ways to go about it. I know how like people are like, oh, this is a song and this is something that you have experienced, and this is all like, how do you, but I don't like that. I don't like when people go, what's going on in your life? Why are you so sad? I don't like that. So what I do is I would rather like I would rather write through stories and metaphors using my emotions without having to give away anything literally. Right?
Is there a song you'd like to share with us? Not sing to us anyway, but like a particular song. Maybe you're still working on it right now, or it's going to be released with the album that you're releasing soon. Like maybe tell us about this particular song.
Sure, gosh. Okay. One is I like to say Bus Stop because it's coming out this April 1st.
Ooh,
Yes,
okay.
so Bus Stop is a song about this person waiting. Like, so the first line goes, I'll be waiting by the bus stop just in case you change your mind, with my arms wide open and on my face the biggest smile. So this person is waiting by the bus stop for someone who's probably never going to come, but you know, I'll be there regardless, and you know, that all that stuff. And this person just stays in a bus stop, not moving, not going anywhere, just waiting and waiting and waiting. And I think this has, the bus stop is not really a bus stop. It's really just a place one could be stuck at when they're mourning, when they're grieving, or really just sitting in one's sorrow and, you know, like one's grief. And yeah, and bus stop is it's a very metaphorical song. So this person is really just, I don't want to go home. You won't find me at home because I'll be in the bus stop waiting for you. I have nothing left at home anymore. So this person is stuck in a Afsidel, in what's purgatory, you know. And but to me, it's me not being able to move on from sad things that happen in my life.
I'm sure that
Yeah.
there's so many who would be able to oh, just listening to that, many would be able to relate. And I can relate to that already. Just you dropping just the first few lines or just a few lines. And then I'm also thinking, because you're mentioning, of course, you are the songwriter and you know where it comes from. And you're saying about how, the waiting and trying to wait for that moment or whatever. But it can also be, it can also be not sorrowful at all.
Yeah.
It can be just us trying to relive a
Yeah.
moment.
And
that,
just being stuck there, you know?
yeah, just wanting to be back to that happy place and trying to be there over and over. So bus stop can be, yeah, it is a place, but it can be a person as well, an experience, a moment. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of longing and all. So, I mean, you've obviously shared your emotions there.
Yeah.
But it can be interpreted in so many ways.
Yes, and that's what I love about it. That's what I
Yeah.
love about songwriting, and that's how I unintentionally, but now like I'm more aware of it. That's how I've been writing songs. And what I really love is I really love it when people interpret it their own way. Because a lot of people ask me like, oh, what is this song about? What does it mean? What are people supposed to feel when they like, those things. Like
That's more of a theatrical thing, right? It's
It
more of a, like
Oh my
trying
gosh.
to dissect a script for a play.
And that's where the intersection yeah, that's where the crossroads are. But yeah, that's such a theatrical mindset.
But
Yeah.
when I spoke to Kate Livewire 2 weeks ago, we were discussing from feeling to form, right? So how our emotions can be turned into songs. One of the things that we have realized or we discussed is that when we share these emotions into the song, the songwriter gives it to the world as a song, and then now the audience, the listeners will take it as a gift and makes it their own. So the emotions are no longer, or does not necessarily have to be what the songwriter intended to be present. It now becomes, in terms of ownership, it has been passed on to the listener.
Yes. That's it. Like I give my songs away. They're no longer mine once they're out, or even when I sing them live.
Yes, but people, if you're listening, it doesn't mean that you can just use
No,
those songs.
No,
It's,
I mean emotionally.
yes,
It's yours.
That's it. That's it.
Yes.
Yes.
Should have worded
Can
that
you
differently.
imagine someone will say, "Oh, but Liana said that she's giving it to us
For legal purposes.
Yes.
This is emotionally.
Yeah,
The song is
emotionally.
yours
And that's
to
why
interpret.
it's like really emptying yourself
Yes.
to feed
Uh-huh.
to that one song.
Yeah.
And it becomes a gift to whoever who listens to it.
Yes.
And because that's why when we listen to songs, we then connect to it and we make it our own as if it was written for us.
Yes.
Yeah. And we may have different experiences, but it's like as if those words fit into how I would like to express a specific experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes.
Yeah,
That's it.
Oh, dang. Because, really, like, what I love about songwriting is, my take is, like, I would like my songs to be dissected and, take it for how you feel it resonates with you. The way, like, we study poetry in English class.
Yes.
Like, what is this author trying to convey? How do you feel about it? And stuff like that. I honestly, my interpretation of my songs will not matter anymore. It's how a listener is impacted by it. That's
Now you just mentioned about just this crazy idea just came up in my head about when you mentioned that how we study poetry and all that. I'm just thinking it would be interesting if studying Cebuano songwriters or even Filipino songwriters, but I would love to have like a study of the Cebuano songwriters, like including you, your songs, and all that. And we have to dissect as to trying to understand the process and then trying to understand the meaning behind the words, the lines, and all that. And we have to argue about who's right, who's not right. And then in the end, realizing no one's right, no one's wrong. And, and we just celebrate it. It would be nice that there would be some sort of like an educational platform to actually discuss this things.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting.
And I think for now, our focus is because you, as an artist, you are multifaceted, multi-hyphenated in all. Singer, songwriter, actor, and I'm sure you've done more than that. And I think for so many people, even in visual arts, for example. There are those who would say that, they only support visual artists who are like full-time visual artists. In other words, if they do other disciplines, that, they're not really that serious. But maybe the question I have for you is that how serious are you with these is there one that you're more serious with, or are they balanced in all, and how do you make that balance?
Well, I am very serious in both of these things, but really it just comes down to what's going on and what I have to prioritize first in terms of the timeline. So like, let's say like we have a show coming up, so that comes first. And if I think of something in the middle, or like I just write whenever I can. So yeah, I think in terms of timeline, I guess first come first serve.
It's come first serve. But
yeah,
in
that's,
terms of effort,
I mean, yes, I always
it is the
but
same.
it's always 100% for both of them. Yeah. Because I've never had to weigh them before. They've always been the same for me,
Do you have a song, or it could be a favorite song, or just a song that you think is the one that's influenced your songwriting?
One song that influenced my song.
Or maybe inspired you to write?
I think interesting. Let me think. Sorry, like this is the hardest question ever. Like when you say what's your favorite color? I don't know. What are colors? But I guess in, like, let's say just an album, I think it would be so many. I mean,
think about it. Think about
let me
it.
think about it.
Yeah,
but
we are still here at Up Next. I'm
Okay.
Sarah Henderson. You're at TMC 105.1, the most Cebu radio. If you have questions for Liana San Diego, drop them in the comments, and be part of this conversation. If you're listening later on YouTube, think about sharing your thoughts on how storytelling can be through theater or through music, and which one resonates better to you personally anyway. So I'm asking Liana, like, what's her song? What's the song that has influenced your writing
yeah.
or just inspired you to start writing?
I think it would be as Esperanza Spalding. Which one was it? Just her album in general, Radio City, I think. But Esperanza Spalding is a jazz singer songwriter, and she also plays the bass. like the big bass while singing. Where she's awesome as Frances Spalding, and I think her music and the way like she writes her songs and everything, it was just so inspiring. And vocally too, she sounds great. And I was like, oh wow. And the way she writes songs as well was very romantic and so beautiful. Like I really felt like the words she was singing. So it really made me go like, oh, I should do that. You know, like, I think I can do that. But also in terms of musicals, because I'm a theater person, I think what really inspired me to write more music would be Hadestown.
Oh,
Love
okay.
Hadestown. Anais Mitchell, she's great. I love her. I love Greek mythology. And I also have a song referencing Greek mythology too. It was Echo and Narcissus. But the song's name is Echo's Tale. But yeah, Anais Mitchell is such a great
So
writer.
this song is going to be part of your album that will
Uh,
be released.
I've already released
oh,
it.
this
so
one.
yeah,
Yes.
Echo's Tale. I've already released it.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Echo's
Echo's
Tale.
Tale.
Yeah. So I just wanted to write a song about women going through a hard time with narcissistic like partners or whatever, but I don't want to give them the satisfaction. I don't want to say Narcissus's name. That's just feeding into it. So I reframed it and talked about Echo instead. Just about her, nothing about
The
the other guy. So that was really just for her and for the girls. So yeah, that's I think, yeah, Hadestown really inspired me too. Yeah.
So there's the inspiration,
Mhm.
but then the actual doing,
Mhm.
the actual or the action,
Mhm.
the actual moment that you actually like just was it intentional that, oh, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna write a song,
Mhm.
or was it something that just came to you? You know how they sometimes
Yeah,
say it's just,
yeah.
oh, it was magical, it just came to me, the words just came, the tune,
Uh-huh.
whatever. But how was it for you? The very first one. We
Mhm.
always say the first. We always ask
Yeah.
for the first one because
Mhm.
one would think that the first one would be the hardest,
Mhm.
but then it's not usually,
Yeah.
is it, right?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, just tell us about that one.
I mean, it came to me, but it wasn't magical. It was just a, I gotta write that down. I
Yes.
gotta write that down. And then, that sounds good. Like, and then you just write it and record it. But, nothing glamorous about it. It's just one day you're just sitting
Do you,
and then,
did
yeah.
you do that alone? Were you alone when it happened?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I mostly write songs alone. I feel naked when I'm writing with other people.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do have to write with other people, I write alone. And then here's what I wrote. You write
Mm-hmm.
yours alone too. Like I don't know. It's just me. It's really just me because I know like other artists are very comfortable with that and they go into sessions and they write songs and everything. I have yet to get there. I have to deal with the vulnerability issues because I would really love someday to sit down and work with people and like, okay, let's sit down,
An
let's write a
open
song.
collaboration.
Yeah.
And you just go with it.
Yeah, and I can't do that yet.
The thing is,
so
you know
awkward.
that if you go to the theatrical, to the theater side, it's like we do improv.
Mhm.
And that's working with people and just
Yeah.
creating things. And sometimes we do musical improvs,
Mhm.
right? And you've done that.
Yes, I have.
And but of course,
Uh-huh.
it's a different goal.
Mhm.
It's a different process. But I guess my point is that when you just open yourself up, it's like it can happen.
Mhm.
It can happen. But I guess the issue there is also about you being happy with your own work and
Yes.
the standards that you put are actually met.
Mhm.
And the biggest part is you feeling comfortable
Mhm.
more than confident about sharing your
Yeah.
work with others. So when do you decide that it's time to share them?
Especially with songwriting. I decide when I feel like it's good enough. But I understand, like, oh, my producer, Stereo, my partner.
Stereo, Franco, baby
Yeah.
boy, if you're
And,
baby
like,
girl, you're his
like,
baby
he
boy.
keeps telling you, like, just keep writing, like Ed Sheeran says, like, songwriting is, it's like making sure the tap doesn't get rusty. You just gotta keep running. And then I'm like, no, when is like, nothing's ever gonna be good enough until, like, nothing's ever gonna be good enough for you. Let's face it, like, especially me. And nothing's gonna be ever good enough for yourself. So just release it. So I guess, like, now, like, I've just, come to terms with that and just, you know what, let's release it. Let's release it. I mean, I could always find ways to make it better, but right now I think it's good. So that's when I decide, it's time
It's,
to
a lot of it
put it
is really emotional, right?
Yeah, it's an internal battle.
Yes.
Yeah, but on the flip side, theater, like, it's just so comfortable being with people. I think it's because that's how I grew up, and that's how, like, theater has always been us. It's never like a solitary thing. I never felt alone, never had to feel alone in theater. I've always it always has to be with community and with people. And with songwriting, I've always done it myself alone. And even though, like, in theater, I have been more vulnerable with a role than I have ever been with songwriting, let's say. But it's still so different for some
I
reason.
guess because
Like,
in theater that you are portraying a role, and it's not you. Even if the emotions are real and you put your entire self into the character, while when you're the songwriter, you are.
it's just
It's really just.
yeah, it's just me.
It's so personal,
It's
right?
it's too personal. Yeah,
Yes.
it's really personal. So I guess that's where, like, where I can differentiate things. And yeah. So
we have a hi here from Ali Wu.
ooh, hi.
And
Hello.
I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry if I misread it. It's Lutzme Blatang. So hi Lutzme, hi Ali. Thank you for joining in the conversation. We are still with Liana San Diego, theater actor, singer, songwriter, and we are trying to talk about how it is in the theater world and how it is in the music world, how they marry and how they divide, I guess,
Yeah.
how they divorce. Oh my God. Anyway, if you would like to share your thoughts, just drop in the comments. And if you are unable to sit in and listen to this conversation, you may find us on YouTube at the Tops Media Center. Yes, this is TMC 105.1. We are here at Tops. So, for those who are listening, I'm sure many times you listen to a song and you're going through something, and it may have been days, weeks, even months, long time. Then a song comes and you start feeling the song, even crying, as if it was your song. And in fact, we do say, that's my song. Or
Yeah.
when they are lovers, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, lovers, and they'd say, oh, this is our song. It's as if we own that song. And again, the song came from songwriter who's emptied herself for that song, for that moment when that song was born. But which is the same process in theater. You try to give birth to this particular character and you give it your all. You give everything. And again, we say there's a difference, you know. One is a songwriter, the other one is an actor. It's like they can't be the same.
Mm-hmm.
And yet here we are, and we're trying to actually just share, not necessarily compare, um, our personal experience of how it is
Mm-hmm.
to write or to act. And maybe Liana, you can probably share to those who have been trying to just um, maybe write that first song
Mm-hmm.
or release. They probably have a collection of songs
Mm-hmm.
now, but they've never really shared it to the world.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably like share some wisdom on how we can just proceed.
Mm-hmm. Well, just do it, you know.
That's it.
That's rich coming from me. But
But you're
I
doing
mean,
it.
yeah, just do it, you know. I think the strength, I mean, for us, like for creatives, it's so easy to write, it's so easy to sing, but I think the hardest part is showing people. That's the hardest part, I think, because we can sing in the shower, we can sing in the toilet, we can sing in our rooms, um, but the hardest part is to allow yourself for people to allow yourself to let people watch, and you know, get through that. um, yeah, and people can get through that in however they feel like it, but at least we know where it starts, and it's to just slowly get comfortable. Because even me, like growing up, I did not sing. I had a hard time just singing in public in front of people, because of course, like in every family party, it's like, oh, Liana can sing very good, let's let her sing. And of course I do it.
Yes.
I don't have a choice. But I think that's what helped me, you know. Like my mom just goes like, go, go, sing. You're singing tonight. You sing.
You have a very supportive mother.
Yeah, yeah. And then like, hey, you're singing tonight, or like, hey, you're singing, blah blah blah. And of course, I would do it, but a lot of the time, I never really felt confident, and I always felt restricted, and I just felt really shy even when I sang in front of other people. And I never got over that until I joined theater. Interesting, because
Interesting.
when I started theater, my mom, I remember, my mom will not remember this, but I remember my mom told me, like in the car, like, hey, you're singing a lot now. Like you're singing in front of people now. Like in the car, I would just start singing, and then she just said, like, you're singing more often and in front of other people. And then I just, oh, you're right. I didn't notice that until, you know, I guess theater gave me the confidence to perform in front of other people, because I always have, but I never felt confident. I've always felt so self-conscious, and until I joined theater, I just became, you know, like, yeah.
And I think a lot of this is like, you know, listening to you with the training that we have in theater,
Yes.
and hopefully at I would have to say the way we do things at Tutin Cans, Philippines, we don't really look at things as a performance, but more of like just sharing the message,
Yes.
right? And when you're more focused on doing that rather than on being focused on how good you're doing things, or
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
how perfect you have to be, or how you must look in front of the audience
Yeah.
and try to please them. You take away all those and focus on, I have to do my part. I have to do it well. I have to do it according to the intention. And I have to be true to the message. Things shift.
Yeah, yeah.
And we
You
are
know.
able now to just be there because it's not about us. The focus is, the spotlight is on
Yeah.
us, but it's not really on you. You get that?
Yeah, it's just a job. We got to do our job and just deliver the message. Like, in theater, we are instruments.
Oh,
We are
yes.
instruments to the writers, directors, choreographers, as an actor, of course. So by practicing that and by learning how to compartmentalize and set aside things like your personal insecurities and your personal no when you're enacting, when you are on stage, no one gives a shit how you feel.
That's true.
Like sorry.
No,
no
that's
one no one cares. The audience will not care what you think, what you feel. They care about what the character feels and
Yes.
what the character is trying to convey in their messages, So being able to do that, I guess, that helped me build a lot of self-confidence more, especially like with performing live. A lot of songwriters, sometimes they just stay songwriters, they don't perform their songs live. It's also their personal preference as well. But for me, like performing live is another mountain to climb, another beast to conquer, and yeah. So I think theater helped me a lot in that, and I had one comment like recently in Fête de la Musique. Oh actor and song this actor and singer songwriter that I've always looked up to. See, at the Therese, she watched me perform, and she was like, your stage presence, like I love your stage presence, like you really know how to handle the stage well and everything. And then I thought, whoa, oh, yeah, but I don't know, like, yeah, but I guess I owe it all to theater and being comfortable in a stage and being comfortable performing live is because I had that training and because I had theater. And yeah,
And that could be like your advantage.
Yeah, it
over,
has.
like others who are just focused on
singing
and songwriting.
Yeah, I think I see like the privilege I have in that way, that I am able to just breeze through the stage and just speak publicly and calmly, and being able to be the host of my own show, like being like having to speak in between songs, in between sets, being able to connect with people live. I think that is part of the performance as well. Like, especially like when there are hiccups, like with the band, someone is tuning, someone needs to fix a string or whatever. Like I also have to perform. Like, I find myself performing in those moments, and from the start of the set to the end, I perform. There's no cuts in between.
So you remain in
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, I
You
do.
are the singer at this point, and you remain that. Yes.
Yeah, and even like on days where I don't feel good, or I don't physically don't feel good, or mentally don't feel good, I still have to show up and be Liana San Diego during a set. So yeah, there was this, like, you just need to let go of everything you're dealing with right now, throw it away, or like put it on the shelf for later, and just perform and do what you need to do, and then after the set you can just deal with that. And that's such a theater thing. That is such a theater thing. And yeah, I mean, there was this one time I was really sick. I was very, very sick one set, and I thought I was going to pass out in the middle of it. And then after that, like, I was saying, like, I need to go home right now because I feel really, really sick. And then I was like, I didn't know. You look completely fine. I'm like, yeah.
And you've done that in theater as well.
I have.
Yeah.
I have. Recently, Love, Lost, and What I Wore. I was suffering a horrible migraine. Stigmatism. The actor's greatest enemy. Lights, and your eyes. But yeah, I had to power through that too. Like,
And you did so well. So
yeah.
that's like we trained also to really work under different circumstances. Of course, it's different when it's a serious thing and you need to be taken to the hospital and all. That's a different
Of course.
story.
Yes, yes.
But when you have no choice, you're committed, and you have to go through having to manage pain while performing. It takes a lot of it takes a lot of courage to be able to do that. One is, of course, when and I think it applies in real life as well. When you're in pain, sometimes the focus is now on the pain, and you forget about all the other stuff that's happening, because that's it. I'm just too focused on the pain. So when you're performing, how do you refocus on what I'm supposed to do, what I'm supposed to deliver, the lines that I've memorized, making sure I remember them, making sure I remember the cues and all these things, so all these directions, and that there are challenges, right? And I guess, a lot of the lessons that we learn in theater, we can apply them in so many other disciplines and in life, off stage. And that's it. So I guess for you, now that you are preparing for your the release of your album, I would like to know more about this album. Share as much as you can,
Okay.
as much as you can
All
with
right.
us. I will not force you to share information you're not ready to share
Okay.
yet. And yes, just we are excited for you.
Oh,
So
thank you.
yes, tell us more.
Yeah. So this album has been in the making for 5 years, ever since I started publishing my music. It's 2020. Oh, 20. Like maybe like a few years after. So like around 3 years.
After the pandemic.
Yeah. So around 3 years, like that's when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make an album, and then, just I'm gonna make an album, and then just wait for songs to come in. But yeah, it's different when you are an artist in a big label, because once you say you're gonna make an album, you have all these executives and all these songwriters and producers who are gonna sit down with you. You gotta make an album in 3 weeks, and that's it. But for me, especially as someone who started out independently, like an album will come when I have enough songs that I've collected throughout the years. But that's kind of my process. So this album
You
is
have that freedom at least.
that freedom. And creatively, like this album has a lot of me in it. Like music wise, I am a backseat producer. I cannot technically do the works and everything, but I love to just point things out and do this, do that. And I can, because the producer is my boyfriend.
I was just going to say, Stereo, Franco, hi.
Because the producer is my boyfriend, and I can say whatever I want. But
And you have there's that also, how do you call that? There's that trust.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can actually trust him, and at the same time, you don't have to keep second guessing yourself. You know that he will be there for you.
And I also feel very comfortable too when there's things I don't like, or like, oh, can we take this off? Can we like replace it? Like, I don't like how this sounds. And then he's totally cool about it. Like, he is he's so patient and gracious, but I think that's just him as a person and not as a boyfriend, because a lot it's really just him as a person, because a lot of the artists that he collaborates with find the same thing, like, oh, you're so patient, and I mean, like, oh, are you sure we can do this? I'm like, yeah, sure, like, you can do it, we can change it. And they're like, wow, we've never, like, wow, I've never had a producer listen to me like this before. So I think it's really just him as a person. You know, he's very understanding and very patient. And so, like, this album is a testament to his patience. Yeah.
Because I believe it's also very important to find the producer who is a right fit. Because he could be your boyfriend, but if his way is not your way or doesn't align with how you want things to be, and you know, then we won't be listening to an album this 1st of
Yeah.
April, is it?
No,
Did you
the
say?
single first.
The single first.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So I think that it's also very important, you know. So I'm glad you found that
Yeah.
a boyfriend and producer. Now, you've been together for quite a while
Yeah,
now.
6
We've seen
years.
you-
Yeah.
we've seen you when you were still babies. I would say babies. Yeah, but yeah. So I'm glad that both of you have found your way in music. I mean, you both deserve it. You know. So with this album, when are we going to? Well, you mentioned the single. So the single is going to be on the 1st
Of April.
April.
Yes.
I hope it's not April Fools.
Is it? It might be. Wait, let me check the
1st
calendar.
of April is April Fool's
Oh,
Day.
it is. Oh. Yeah. Oh
It
no,
is?
April
No.
3.
Oh, okay. 3.
First week of April, April 3. First Friday of April. So yes, April 3. Why did I say 1? But April 3, and then the album is expected by fall, because that's how I've always imagined it. The songs that I write are very fall songs, you know, a little bit of seasonal depression. It's starting to get cold and cozy, and it's raining, you know, that stuff. I mean, yeah. So I have a specific season in mind, even though in the Philippines we have wet and dry. We this album is very very attached to nature and to you know, just being in the woods in the cold, you know. That's how I imagine
So
it.
when we listen to the songs, what can we expect?
I expect a lot of guitars. I mean, for this one, honestly, I have been a very genre non-conforming artist.
Okay.
Like
I
when
respect that. Yes.
when people ask me what my genre is, I just say indie pop or whatever, because that's the umbrella term.
Yes.
But I've been singing for Franco's albums too, so it goes from like drum and bass, UK garage, new disco, but I also do folk and indie and pop. And
So let's just say
yeah.
you do not limit yourself.
yeah, I don't limit myself, and whatever comes, that's how I feel, and whatever I feel the song sounds like, that's the genre it will be. But for this one, for this album, we're sticking to a theme here. So it's going to be a lot of acoustic guitars, a lot of wood, kahoy. You know, that's how I like to describe it. The song will sound very woody, and yeah, that. And I think it's also because I really love the way acoustic guitars sound together, you know, and that's kind of like the creative direction I want and have been planning for so long. And yeah, that's the goal. I mean, no tugsh as of the moment.
Oh my God.
Not yet.
Not
maybe
yet.
In,
Well,
maybe in Franco.
Yes.
Maybe someday, or in Franco's
As
albums,
as
you'll
we
find
said,
that.
no, you're not limiting yourself.
Of course,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So, but this one's gonna be a lot folky, and yeah.
And
So-
we're actually so well. I'm personally excited to listen to your songs. You know, it would be another layer of Liana that I'm going to discover, because obviously I've seen other works, and I've known you through those works. But I guess, you know, you inhabit two powerful spaces. So in theater, you are entrusted with someone else's story. And in songwriting, you are entrusted with your own. So one asks you to transform And then the other asks you to reveal. So as you continue to navigate both as an actor and as a singer-songwriter, when you stand at that intersection, I think I'd like to ask you the question. The question that we usually ask here, this show. What is up next for Liana San Diego?
Wow. So what's up next? I mean, obviously, like more songs that I'll be releasing, and in terms of theater, I hope, like honestly, like I hope to get back on, because I've been very busy with work, but I hope to get back and like act again or even teach again, because it was fun. I kind of missed that, the adrenaline of dealing with children. But yeah, teaching, actually, like teaching theater has
You taught musical theater, right?
yeah,
It
I
was
did for
musical
children.
theater.
It
Yes.
was, think about teaching theater for adults and then triple that. That's the amount of energy it takes to teach children. But I think I see myself like, I think I really inherited the educator thing from both my grandmas. My grandma was a PE teacher, and then my mommy Jean was also a teacher. So I really look forward to teaching, whether it be theater or
Fine
theater or
arts.
fine arts.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what you're doing right now.
Yeah, yeah. So that, like, I hope to become an educator, maybe, with whatever life takes me, may it be in music, in fine arts, or in theater. So that's one that I'd really like, aspirationally. But on a yeah. So on a plan sense, like what's up next is just the album, and hope.
Which is very important.
Yes,
And
that.
so we look forward to listening to the single on the 3rd of April. How would we be able to listen to this song?
Yeah, so it's gonna be on all streaming platforms. So whatever platform you're interested or like you're subscribed to, I will be there, everywhere.
Everywhere.
So if whether it be YouTube Music or Apple Music, Deezer, I'm there. So you'll
So we
find
just
me there.
we just have to search for Liana San
Liana
Diego.
San Diego, yes, Liana San Diego, the city. So yeah,
And we'll find you.
yes.
Yes.
you.
But you have poured your heart into writing, songwriting. Do you see yourself writing plays in the future?
Oh, I've written so many in my head, but writing plays is
Or maybe musical, a musical.
I mean, I did dabble in that, like when I was in high school, like writing plays, but I never like actually like took the leap of faith and do it. But writing plays has always been in the cards for me. I guess it's just a matter of when. But then, being a playwright is so different from songwriting, because being a playwright, you have to be everyone all at once. Because if you're not, I don't want to say good enough, but skilled enough to differentiate characters, and make sure their interactions are consistent with their personalities and their motives, it's hard to go, yes, it's hard when it's all in your head. So I hope to be that skilled one day, and because there's playwriting is amazing, but it's a lot of world building, and that I'd like to get into as well. So that's interesting. Maybe we never know.
Well, maybe. I am sure that that's a really big possibility. I think it's a matter of time.
Yeah.
Like when you get yourself to take out all those stories from your head and finally, write them, turn them into actual stories. We need a lot. I would say we need materials. We need plays, musicals,
Yes, we do.
original works, and we need Cebuano works.
Yes,
Not
we
necessarily
do.
the language. It doesn't have to be written in Cebuano. It can be in English. It can also be in Cebuano. But what I'm trying to say is we need more writers to consider writing for a musical
Yeah.
or a play. And so, yeah, I'm excited to see what's up next for you. We know April is, oh my God, it's just, we're in March next week already.
Oh, yeah.
It's already the last day of February is this Saturday.
Yes, yes.
So it's already March. So you have just a little over a month before you are sharing your song to the world. What's the title? Are you
Bus stop.
the
Yeah,
bus stop?
bus
So
stop.
this is the bus stop that Liana shared earlier, her process and all that. Well, a little of it anyway. And I'll be waiting at the bus stop. Let's try to identify what kind of how do you call that? If you're at the bus stop, you're a passenger, right? Let's try to identify what kind of a passenger we are when
Yeah.
we listen to this song. And I hope that you really mark your calendars. That's going to be on the 3rd of April, and that will be in all streaming platforms. Whatever you're using, just type in Liana San Diego and you will find her there. But we don't have to wait anyway for that song. You can probably tell us what are the songs that are already out there, and are they also available in all those platforms?
Yes.
So yes, share them with us.
All right, so I'm already on all streaming platforms.
Yes,
And
yay.
what have I released? I've released my very first one back in 2021, Summer, Echo's Tale, one of my personal favorites. Delusional. I've also written
Yes.
an R&B song, Someone New, and New Disco, Two Hearts. Everyone loves Two Hearts. Yes, Two Hearts. We Lie for Me in Stereo. It's a UK garage song, and We Lie. I'm trying to name my set list right now. Yes, that a lot of stuff from Stereo. So
So
check out
maybe if it would be my first time to listen to Liana San Diego, which song would you recommend? Should be my first experience.
your first experience.
I know my first experience of Liana San Diego's song. It was actually Summer.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think that all of the members of Tut and Cans Theater Company really listened to that when it came out. So that would be my first song from Liana. But for someone who wants to check your songs right now, which one would you recommend?
Ooh, I would recommend Echo's Tale. Is it obvious that I have a favorite?
Yes, it is.
Maybe I do have a favorite.
Yeah.
But yeah, Echo's Tale. I haven't been performing it live a lot, but it's one of my favorite songs. And if you want to basically just get to know me, Echo's Tale. Like a lot of the creative direction and the melodies and everything, I love it. So if you want to get into my favorite, then you should listen to Echo's Tale.
So go on your favorite streaming platform, type in Liana San Diego, Echo's Tale, and let that be an experience for you after we end, which is really soon now. In fact, we only have a few minutes left. So thank you so much,
Thank you,
Liana.
Miss.
for
Thank
your
you so
time.
much for having
Thank you
me.
so much for sharing yourself, your life and your music and your experience to the world. There's so much more we'd like to know. I'm sure there's so much more you can share. But for now, I'm so grateful that you have shared with us how it is to be, in your world as a theater actor and as a singer-songwriter. So there's something intimate about artists who live between forms, not because they do more, but because they hold more. To act is to interpret. To write a song is to originate, and to do both is to constantly negotiate identity. So, who am I today? The character, the narrator, the witness, the woman behind the mic. We often talk about finding your voice, but maybe voice isn't something you find. Maybe it's something you refine through contrast, through stepping into roles that stretch you, through writing lyrics that scare you, through performing lines that are not yours until they are. Music teaches economy. Theater teaches expansion. Music asks you to distill. Theater asks you to develop. Together, they create artists who understand both restraint and scale. And in a world obsessed with branding and labels, actor, singer, writer, performer, there is something radical about refusing to choose, about saying, I contain more than one language. I contain more than one medium. I am allowed to tell stories in more than one way. And as we close this episode and close this series in celebration of National Arts Month, it feels fitting because the arts are not separate silos. They are conversations. They are cross-pollinations. They are artists like Liana, who move between stage lights and studio sessions, between script and lyric, between character and confession. So, Liana, thank you. Thank you for your honesty, for your craft, for your willingness to hold both structure and vulnerability in the same breath. Thank you for reminding us that voice is not just sound, it is identity. And so as we end this National Arts Month celebration here on Up Next, I'm reminded why we do this, why we spotlight artists, why we sit in rehearsal rooms, why we write songs no one has heard yet, why we keep building stages, literal and metaphorical. Art is not decoration, that's why. It is reflection. It is resistance. It is memory. It is possibility. And when artists dare to live between disciplines, they expand what's possible for the rest of us. So wherever you are listening from, if you carry more than one calling, if you've ever felt pulled between creative identities, if you've wondered whether you're too much or not enough because you don't fit neatly into one category, maybe the intersection is the point. Maybe the tension is the gift. Maybe what feels divided in you is actually layered. And maybe that layering is exactly what this generation of art needs. If something resonated with you this National Arts Month, a lyric, a line, a breath, carry it forward. Support an artist. Attend a show. Stream the music. Create something of your own. Because what moves you is often showing you who you are becoming. I'm Sarah Henderson, and this has been Up Next. Thank you for celebrating the arts with us. Stay brave, stay expressive, and wherever your voice takes you, listen closely. What's next might already be inside you.